Hey guys, so I'm here today. Didn't have time to set up music, and I'm gonna explain why I'm here, and the conference just started. But I have it paused. If we go over here, it's paused. I literally woke up about 10 minutes ago. I forgot to set an alarm. I stayed up late last night. Thought I set an alarm because since I set an alarm yesterday, the notification on my phone still said you have an alarm set. So yeah, I am wearing the same shirt as yesterday. I literally woke up, saw what time it was, said, oh shit, and quickly scrambled to get things ready and started. So I'm gonna be a little bit behind the presentations today. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We've got today the Xbox and Bethesda ones that just started. And then after that will be Square Enix and Warner Brothers. So we'll see. I kind of said all of my big predictions yesterday. So if you want to see that, check out the pre-show for the stream yesterday, which was Ubisoft and Devolver. But yeah, so we're gonna jump into this as wrong. There we go. Okay, we're gonna jump into this. And, yeah, so, as a brief rundown, my main ones I'm looking forward to from this, Halo. I want to see some more of Halo, and how far they've come since the alpha that they showed us before. And I want to see, with Bethesda, I don't know. I want to see what kind of direction they're going with, under Microsoft with Bethesda.
"20 years. That's how long Xbox has been with us. And like you, this is a moment I always look forward to. I love seeing the new games, crossing my fingers for my favorites to return,
what the fuck are you doing
hoping
here?
for a few surprises. Most of all, though, I love seeing everyone around the world come together and celebrate what games mean to all of us. And I think, this past year, they've meant even more. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for the support you give us and one another. Xbox is turning 20.
I guess since...
And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the friendships we've had that whole time. At Bethesda,
I guess
we believe
since
video
they
games
have,
do one thing better than anything else. They transport us. Through art and technology, there's real magic when you step into a new
Xbox
world
has Bethesda,
and can make it your own.
Todd Howard.
We've traveled the worlds of Elder Scrolls, of Fallout.
I want to see if we have anything new on Elder Scrolls today,
in over 25 years, we're creating a new universe with Starfield.
Oh, Starfield.
Set
right.
hundreds of years in our future, it's an epic about hope, our shared humanity, and answering our greatest mystery. It's a game we've dreamt of playing, and it wasn't until now that we have the hardware, the technology, and the team who's hard at work at home to make that dream a reality. We're excited to finally share our first in-game teaser and something to look forward to.
Yeah, let's see what this is, because we've heard so much about it, but we haven't actually seen any of it. Yeah, also, sorry I look and sound like shit. Again, that's just because I literally woke up and then started this. Usually I like to give myself some time beforehand, and I would have if I set an alarm. But here we are.
They say the wonder is not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it. You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family. What you've found, it's the key to unlocking everything.
We reach your constellation.
This is all we've been working towards.
Let's see, they got
We've come to the beginning.
Cortana's voice actress. I can't remember her name.
Prepare for departure. Graviton loop array full. Check. Your space lane is clear.
That's why we're here.
Main engines go. Ignition.
To discover what's out there.
Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
That's a weird noise. Alright, so... I was really getting No Man's Sky vibes from that, where it's just like, oh, you're a person out in space, exploring. What's the story? What's the... What type of game is this? Like... See, that poster shows more of the game than the teaser did.
It is awesome to share with you for the very first time one of the most anticipated games in the world from Todd Howard and the team at Bethesda Game Studios. A groundbreaking
It's like,
game.
it's a Bethesda
And
game.
yes,
So we
it's
kind of know what to
exclusive.
expect.
Welcome to the Xbox
But-
and Bethesda Game Showcase.
I don't
am
know.
So
Are they
excited
going a
and proud
different
to
way
be
with
here
it?
today, celebrating
Also,
games. Because although it's
what
been
are
an
those
incredibly
Spartans?
tough year,
Because we've never seen
I am
those Spartans
grateful
except for the one that
games
looks like
have
a
been such
meal.
an important source of joy
And the one that looks like
and
June.
connection.
That one looks kind of like
We
Carter.
are committed to forging the
In
next
the back.
era of gaming, conjuring worlds never before
Who are those
possible,
Spartans?
unlocking play across all devices, and delivering the power of games to everyone. And now, we get to share that quest with Bethesda, not just as partners, but as one team, united in bringing the very best games to more people everywhere. So today, we get to reveal more of what's to come. We have an amazing
Yeah, this is
show.
what I'm interested
30
in.
titles,
It's
27 in Xbox Game Pass. And of course, every single console title you'll see today is optimized for Xbox Series X and S, offering next-gen performance, speed, and features.
like, what is
We get to
Bethesda
work
going to do now
with the
that it's
best
under
studios on
Microsoft?
Earth. Next is something truly riveting.
What are those Spartans?
The latest entry in the haunting and evocative franchise created by GSC Game World, Stalker 2.
Are we not going to
Coming first
address
to
those
Xbox
Spartans
Series
in the back?
consoles And PC. This will be a true
Stalker
next-gen
2.
experience.
I remember
targeting
seeing
4K
this
resolution
announced.
and ray tracing.
I've never played the
Let's
original
take a look
Stalker,
at what you'll get
so
to play when it launches
I don't
next
know.
year.
Ля как спали. Ну, чё там?
Готово.
Ну и пошли
how
они
was it?
нахрен.
Bloody.
Спасибо тебе. Ты многим сталкерам жизнь спас.
Ну, давай, малюй картину маслом. Вот поэтому я ни в какие разборки и не лезу. Не хочу пулю поймать.
Ну, не знаю. Между аномалией и маслиной я уже лучше пулю выберу.
Whoa, okay. What the fuck? What the? I don't know anything about Stalker, so this was like...
Вот ты говоришь, а я прям вижу красоту эту. Не первый год в зоне, вроде примелькалась уже, а каждый день удивляет.
Зона надоесть не может. Говорят, ты знаешь, где вход в фундамент.
It has a lot more story than I knew about beforehand.
Узнаешь мотив?
This guy seems kind of crazy.
Слышал? Вот это культура! А ты одно и то же по кругу лобаешь.
Сам же просишь. У меня музучилище, если что.
О, месье, прошу прощения. Может, вам к ученым? Профессура. Они вам лабораторию найдут.
See, I like this because it's showing the story and the gameplay without, like, giving away too much. Whoa. Whoa! Okay, that's terrifying.
Да пошел ты. Зря ты так с друзьями. Ты же его на вылазки таскаешь.
Чего-чего, а дружбы в зоне я точно не встречал.
Это верно.
Он мучился?
Нет.
Это хорошо. Он этого не заслужил.
А пулю заслужил. Жаль, что ты так с ним поступил.
Мне тоже. Считаешь, я не думал, как обойтись без его смерти? Она не могла быть свободна, пока он жил. Зато теперь посмотри на нее. Нет, Скиф, я не отдам ее никому. Зона дала мне жизнь, новую жизнь. Жизнь, которую я готов вернуть, если потребуется. Я буду защищать ее. Всегда.
This looks good.
Охренеть.
Похоже, пора.
И куда ты теперь?
В Припять. Нужно с ним поговорить.
Удачной охоты, сталкер.
Yeah, that looks really good. That looks kind of freaky and like there's a lot of what is it? It's a lot of horror, a lot of action, like a lot of good combo there. We've seen this, haven't we? Maybe not. Or, oh, this is Back for Blood. Okay.
We're surviving here. Rebuilding. Surviving's not enough. We've got to fight. No, we don't need to do anything. Alright, when was the last time you saw written in any numbers?
Well, that sounds like a copyrighted music, so I'm gonna have to... Ah, well. I forgot that that's gonna be a thing that I'm gonna have to do constantly. Is listen for copyrighted music. I'm actually kind of interested in this game. I didn't play the beta, but... I think I was busy during the time it was going on. I do love when you can do stuff like this. The multiplayer modes where you can play as either side. Those are always fun. Whoa! Oh, sorry, I'm yawning because I just woke up. That was really cool. that giant fucking monster in the back was just like, okay, hello. That's how big you get. Because beforehand, we had only seen like one that's maybe a few stories tall. That one was literally a fucking monster. Is this Deathloop? Or no, Deathloop is just Bethesda, right? Yeah, this is different. From the band that brought you Just Cause. Presents. What is this? Oh wait, I can't play this because this is copyrighted too. Fuck. It's like, it took me a second to realize what the... Took me a second to realize what the song was. A co-op. Open world. What is this? Contraband. Okay. It's from the people who did Just Cause, so... Cool. We'll see how that goes. Go back, Jack, do it again. Sea of Thieves. I occasionally get into Sea of Thieves, and then, like, not, and then I do, and then I don't. Every once in a while I come back to it. It's really fun when you have a crew. It's one of those games that's really fun to play with friends.
An evil wind blows from beyond the horizon. A new danger is coming on the tides. And the one who might stop this ruin, trapped for all forever in the sea of the damned. Now to save the pirate life, you must start by saving the life of one.
Oh, didn't realize we had company.
They're doing a crossover!
Captain Jack Sparrow. But I suspect you already knew that.
And is that Johnny Depp?
Because of the treasure, Jack.
Or is that the voice
followed him here.
that plays him?
Stopped, this world will sink into shadow.
James Arnold Taylor.
Many secrets.
Ah, a new body at last.
All I can do is show you the way.
From what I hear of this so-called Sea of Thieves, it's nothing but cursed crews, bloodthirsty mermaids, a legion of dead, angry pirates. Ah, yes. And now, one Davy Jones.
Ooh, you get to fight Davy Jones.
Well, I believe that now is the perfect time to use these cannons.
A world without the eternal abyss. It's a world that
This is really cool. I think I'm probably gonna get a crew together and play this.
Destroy that!
Because this is amazing. Can he summon the Kraken? I wonder.
I don't suppose, by chance, there's a second one of those?
Also, this seems to be like the most like story content we've ever gotten with Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, eh? Bring me that horizon.
This is really cool. Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life. It's a whole, yeah, an epic original story. Wow. Coming free to Sea of Thieves. That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to try that. You know, it seems like the most, like, okay, this is, so it's just Yakuza, oh, and Yakuza 7.
Hey, how's it going?
I love Yakuza 7.
Reputation is everything. If a Yakuza shows weakness, he's done. Time to call a friend!
Yeah, Yakuza 7 is absolutely amazing.
What the?
That fucking side quest. Available today. Nice. What was I gonna say? With the Sea of Thieves thing, I really wasn't expecting to see that combination, but it makes the most sense. Is this Battlefield? It looks like Battlefield. Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't save this reveal for the EA Play conference. This game feels very Battlefield 4. Which is not a bad thing. I like Battlefield 4. Grappling hook. Oh, okay. Yep, I love grappling hooks. Grappling hooks are very fun in any shape and form that they come in. This is Battlefield 2048, I believe. So it's like slightly futuristic stuff, but like still grounded in like what we have. Yeah, this is what I love about Battlefield, is when, like, oh, they brought in weather events. So Battlefield 4 had changing weather. Oh, that's cool. You can switch modifications on the fly. Battlefield 4 had changing weather. This has seemingly weather events like tornadoes, which is pretty dang cool. Yeah, this is the stuff I love about Battlefield, where it's like, ooh, wingsuit! Ooh, that's cool. The parachuting, the jumping from high places, the vehicles, like, flying jets, and, like, all of that. It's so much fun. And just the massive, full-scale battles. We didn't really get any of that in Battlefield 5 or Battlefield 1, so I'm glad they're going back to a more modern thing. I feel like Battlefield is stronger when it's modern, and Call of Duty's stronger when it's classic. Ooh, Annapurna.
So,
they have a thing later on.
You know. I have something to share.
When is this, my birthday?
We're having a baby.
Police, you're under arrest for your father's murder 8 years ago.
What's going on?
Shut up! You know what this is.
You've been lying to me all this time?
I should never have told you.
I'm out of patience.
What?
This looks really interesting.
I love you.
I say this a lot too, but back at you.
The cast sounds really good, and Annapurna is really good at doing like weird story-based stuff. So I'm excited for that. Ooh, Psychonauts.
Psychonauts headquarters. Look at all these latest gadgets.
The mind is the final frontier of humanity.
I'm ready for anything.
Yeah, it's been a long time since Psychonauts was a thing. The, like, original Xbox.
Time
So.
for justice!
The fate of the free.
I like to say it's essentially like, what if Tim Burton made a video game?
I'm afraid that means the dead letter office for you.
That's how it's always felt to me.
A psychonaut must always remember how to roll with it. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
This is a mission about the fate of the world. Can you do that?
I should say that's how the character models always look to me. It's a very different story.
I'm going to ignore that last part.
Because really, what if Tim Burton made a video game is really Little Nightmares, I think, but...
This is usually the moment when I say hello and welcome to the Bethesda E3 showcase. We love that we can share the stage with Xbox this year, and whether you've known
it's a
Bethesda
little weird
for
how they're
35
just
years
like kind
or
of going
just
back and
getting to know
forth.
us, we couldn't be happier to bring you the latest on your favorite games. We started this showcase with my good friend Todd Howard, who gave you a first look at Starfield. Along with Bethesda Game Studios, all of our teams are
I
continuing
always
to work
forget
on the
Evil Within
projects
is Bethesda,
that have been in
too.
development since well before we joined the Xbox family. So rest assured, the games you've been expecting and hoping for are still in the works. And today, we're bringing 10 more titles to Game Pass for a
That
total
makes
of
sense.
30 Bethesda games. That includes several
Damn.
software games.
I didn't know the original
award-winning
Fallouts
Doom
were on
Eternal.
there.
If you're looking for another reason to play it, Doom Eternal will
Hell
be
yeah, Doom
optimized
Eternal.
for
I gotta get
Xbox
back into
Series
playing the
X
DLC
and S
again.
on June
'cause
29th.
They got
Powered by
part
Intech,
2
this next-gen
coming,
upgrade will be
or
free
already
for
out?
everyone who owns Doom Eternal. And on Series X,
I've been
it
a
will
little
offer
out of it
improved
for
visuals
recently.
at 60 FPS with ray tracing, a 4K mode, and an optional performance mode up to 120 FPS. Or maybe you're in the mood for an RPG, like Skyrim, which marks its 10th anniversary this November.
Damn.
We can't celebrate
It's
it
been out for
without
10 years
you. So
already?
share your favorite Skyrim memories, stories, artwork, and more on Skyrim10.com. Or explore an ever-changing post-apocalyptic wasteland in Fallout 76. Everything you love about Fallout games. Custom camp building, rich storylines, warring factions, unique characters, places to discover, you'll find it all here. In fact, Fallout 76 is now one
Only
of
if
the
you
most
buy the
popular games on
expansions.
Game Pass, thanks to an incredibly welcoming and collaborative community. Here's a look at what's coming next in Fallout 76.
What's coming next? Super Mutants?
Brotherhood of Steel are the guardians
Brotherhood of
human
Steel.
civilization. Fort Atlas is safe. It came at a great cost.
The Brotherhood must stand united. The super mutant threat takes priority. This proves more than anything the need for our justice.
I don't like Brotherhood of Steel. They're fucking racist.
You are splitting our forces, Shin. The most important thing is finding everyone that has gone missing and returning them home.
So it
Yeah,
comes
well,
to
that's
this.
probably copyrighted music, so... Oh, so it's... They're essentially taking a similar story to similar plot to the MCU Civil War. Where it's like, one side wants to do it one way, the other side wants to do it another way, and there's a third person from the shadows being like, I'm pulling the strings.
Expedition Squad Delta, report. Over.
What is this?
Squad Delta, what's going on out there? Come on. This isn't funny. I know you can hear me.
Wolfenstein? No, it's still Fallout. Is this just more stuff coming to Fallout? Oh, the pit. Oh, it's an expedition. Okay.
The Wasteland isn't the
That was-
only open-world playground with an amazing community.
That was from
The Elder
another-
Scrolls Online from ZeniMax Online
another
Studios
game, wasn't
has now
it?
surpassed 18 million players and
Can't remember.
shows no signs of slowing down. Right now, our players are enjoying the new Blackwood chapter, part of the Gates of Oblivion
I
year-long
haven't played
adventure.
ESO in a
We've got a lot
long
more to
time.
come in
I used to be
ESO,
really into
including
it,
the
and
conclusion
then
to this epic story
I don't know. They
later
start
this
coming out
fall
with the expansions, and
ESO
it's like, well, I don't want to pay for that.
And
So
with the release of ESO Console Enhanced this Tuesday, the game will deliver a true native experience optimized for the Series X and S.
I mean, it looks fun, I guess. That's interesting. It looks like more ESO. Which, I mean, if that's your thing, awesome. I burned myself out on it. I had two characters, a Dark Elf Rogue and a Nord tank.
It's a new world with new rules. Now, nothing is off the table. Winning this battle will take a new breed of fighter.
What is this?
Wait.
Oh, yeah! And that's copyrighted. I've seen people play this game. It is amazingly fun. I love this. It's like Gang Beasts, but with weapons. Essentially. Yep. It's Gang Beasts with weapons and fuzzy characters. I love them. All the characters are very adorable. The weapons are funny. And the ragdoll is, like, some of the best in the industry. For that type of game. It's... I couldn't get enough of watching people play it. Ooh, Hades. Is this just a Hades advertisement? Or is there anything new coming to it? I think this music is okay, because it's Hades.
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here.
Try and stop me.
But yeah, I really, really love, I love watching people play Hades. I haven't played it myself yet, and I probably should. But, Because it's right up my alley. It's story-based roguelite. So, like, I feel like that should be, like, right up my alley. So, you know, might as well. Also, I just realized it's coming to Xbox. That's, like... That's a big thing, because it was just on PC and Switch before. So yeah, that's actually a pretty big announcement. What is this? I like the atmosphere. It's kind of eerie. Ah. Apocalypse event. Is it gonna be one of those like inside type games where you just move from one end to the other and keep moving to discover things? Did it just show like a main character dying? Somerville. That looks cool. I like eerie story games with a bit of a horror edge. Looks like it'd be fun.
This holiday marks
Halo!
the 20th anniversary of Xbox and the 20th anniversary of Halo. To our millions of passionate fans, thank you.
Xbox
We
launched with
wouldn't be
Halo.
here without all of you.
Our goal has always been to bring players together. And for the first time, we're
Oh, did they have
thrilled
a
to offer
do they have a studio
entire
shakeup with
multiplayer
343?
experience to
Because
all
I don't remember
players
her.
across Xbox and PC with no barriers. Halo Infinite multiplayer will be free to play and invite more of you than ever before to become a Spartan hero. I'm excited to be here with
Free-to-play
Joseph
multiplayer.
Staten, the creative director of Halo Infinite. From
Interesting.
helping craft the original Halo Combat Evolved to leading the fan favorite Halo 3 ODST, Joseph is
Oh,
a Halo visionary.
wow.
It is so great to have him back.
Well, that makes a lot more sense with like why they went back to a lot of classic stuff. If their
For us,
creative head
and I
is
hope many of
from
you,
is
Halo
from the
has
old
always
days.
been about heroism and wonder, about fighting to keep humanity safe against impossible odds in a beautiful and mysterious sci-fi world. This is just one part of the
Well, this
Halo
already looks better than what they
largest,
showed
most
off
wide-open
before.
environment we've ever built, and we can't wait for you to explore it.
Can we see a little bit of gameplay just to like see how far you guys have progressed since the last gameplay that you showed off? That looks
Heart
good.
of Halo is Spartan 117, the Master Chief.
Oh yeah.
In the next chapter of the Chief's story, you'll face his greatest challenge yet. But you're not alone in the fight.
You're not?
The main batteries are shut down. We're stuck out here. You have one bullet against an entire army. What can you do on your own?
I told you. It's enough.
So I see.
Yeah, don't underestimate Chief. He can, he's very resourceful. We'll say that. Hey, the assault rifle.
There's not much time. If you knew how you were going to die, you knew how you were going to die. How would you live your life differently?
And into the gameplay.
What happened? Where is Cortana?
Nope.
The rogue AI known as Cortana is gone. She's been deleted.
Oh.
How? By you?
Of course not. Did you hit your head or something? Don't you remember? My instructions were to enter this installation, imitate Cortana, and lock her down for retrieval. Yours were to take her back to the Infinity for deletion. So if it wasn't you... Okay, then.
Oh.
There's something else.
So some stuff has happened between
my deletion
Halo
routine
5
was supposed to
and
complete.
Infinite.
Still here.
Good.
Good.
Something stopped your deletion. We need to find out why.
But this wasn't the mission.
The missions changed. They always do.
Are you sure?
It's never the main objective that starts out. It's always, like he says, the mission changes every single game. So you get a kind of new Cortana after the events of Halo 5.
You can't have a Halo game without multiplayer.
Like, this is essentially rebooting Halo 5.
You'll be able to enjoy Infinite's multiplayer action at up to
Stuff
120
happened.
frames
That's
per second.
over. Let's.
Finally, I'm very happy to announce that Halo Infinite's first free-to-play multiplayer season and Infinite's story-driven campaign will launch together this holiday.
Interesting. So this is the new Spartans that we were seeing.
Built to fight. Together, we are unstoppable.
Oh, they're bringing back the chopper.
Ready.
Halo multiplayer is always the best part of the games. Like the story is amazing. Halo multiplayer, like, has memories. Oh, is that the original? Is that the original voice? Oh, I love this. Yeah, that's the original. That's the original multiplayer voice guy.
Hello, let's do some damage. Skewer acquired.
Ooh, that looks fun. Oh, the grappling hook in multiplayer is gonna be insane.
Enemy flag. Return.
Oh, Ragnarok. Okay.
Drop inbound.
Banshee. Fair enough. They're in every game.
The flag is ours.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, this is just like memories, but like new mechanics in it that like look like they're gonna be fun. Oddball. Oh, you can throw heal rods. Yes. That's really cool armor. I love the armor design in this game. It's very Halo Reach. Okay, yeah. I'm in. I mean, I was gonna be in anyways. It's fucking Halo. But I'm in. Break out my Xbox controller. Hook it up to my PC. Let's do this.
Has survived.
Evil Within 3?
Dark figure wanders in the east.
No? I don't know. I heard evil, so.
He must be stopped.
Oh no, wait, this said Blizzard, so.
At all costs.
What is this? Yeah, no. Oh, is it Diablo? Is it a Diablo remake? Or a remaster? It might not be Diablo at all. I don't know. This is... Diablo's the only game from Blizzard that I know that looks like this, so... Yeah, this is Diablo. Remastered. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's like Diablo 1 Remastered. Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh. This looks good. Like...
Maybe our darkest hour.
Like, yeah, Diablo 1...
Greatest moment.
Or Diablo 2. I saw those graphics and immediately thought Diablo 1. But yeah, Diablo 2, I know that was like a massive, massive hit. I never played it myself. But, like, if there was any game primed for a remaster, it was the original Diablos.
Where do they come from?
Focus.
From all of us. From what we do to him.
Can you stop it?
Last Focus game I played was Surge 2.
But he's my brother.
And I really liked it. So.
And I would die for him.
Oh, is this, yeah. A Plague Tale 2. See, I never actually played this, but I know it was really good, and a lot of people loved it. Plague Tale Requiem. Cool. There's a lot of really interesting games being shown off. I'm still trying to get over that Halo stuff, because that looked better than anything we've seen of Infinite before. And that multiplayer, oh, it looks like a return to classics with, like, new mechanics. And, I love it.
It rings every hour, señor presidente.
More Far Cry 6?
Hola, fascista. I recognize that voice. Let me ask you a question. When I am dead and Yara is burning, what exactly is your plan? Hold hands, sing songs around the fire?
Sure, I know just the song.
Oh god, am I gonna have to meet this?
Time you learn about resolver, Danny. To take down Castillo.
Oh, so she's the main character. Yeah. Damn. But yeah, so we saw her in the last one we saw her in the clip yesterday. So if she's the main character, then I guess not everyone on that boat dies. Ooh. This looks fun. It's almost like first person Just Cause. But yeah, like, the gameplay looks fun. Oh my god, that's... You get a pet rooster? I love this game already! Oh, I get puppy. Missile backpack? Okay, Boba Fett. Oh. Whoa. That's cool. Yeah, I think I'm a lot more excited for that one than I was for Far Cry 5. Console launch exclusive. Like, console launch exclusive? We've already launched the console. Or do they mean that it's only coming to console starting? It's not gonna be, like, console and PC? Slime Rancher 2! Oh! I love Slime Rancher! It's so cute! Look how adorable this is! It's amazing! And then, yeah, you make a slime ranch. It's like Stardew, but with cute slimes. I'm in. I'm in. A wiggly new adventure begins. That is adorable. I love it. I can't even remember what I was saying before. Oh yeah,
Boom punch.
I'm really excited for Far
Back
Distance.
to Shred-again. Here's a new trick. Let's go.
Just cause, like, it's a good story, good cast. Main character looks like they're actually, like, a part of the story rather than just you. Which makes them a little bit more memorable. And also the DLC for 6, like, that they showed off yesterday, looks really good. This is a snowboarding game. What makes this different from other snowboarding games, such like, okay, that's copyrighted. If I hear any sort of lyrics, it's like, I'm not even gonna take the chance. Or any sort of vocals. Because, like, literally a snowboarding game got shown off yesterday. Although that one's more like a multiplayer experience thing. And this seems more single player, with maybe some co-op? Shredders. Okay. Alright, that's one of those things where we'll have to see how it is when it comes out. If it's any good or not. What the fuck? Atomic Heart, Munfish. What is this? It's like Russian pop playing while all this insanity's going on. What is this? Like, literally, what is this? I think it's a new IP. Oh, it's just Atomic Heart. I thought that was a company name the way they showed it off at the beginning. Alright. Cool. It looks interesting. It looks crazy. This looks familiar. I feel like we've seen a trailer like this before already. But I can't remember what it was. Maybe not. This, it's got some kind of... It's got some retro graphics. God damn it. This... Why do companies feel like they need to put, like, actual songs into their trailers and not just, you know, make their own? Because it makes it almost impossible for, you know, people to put it anywhere. Whoa. Dear God. You guys couldn't hear because I have it muted, but that had some visceral audio to it. Yeah, I definitely can't play this. It's like a whole fucking song. Replaced. That looks cool. Retro graphics, but like almost John Wick combat. Like, cool. Looks good. Looks good. Alright, next one. Oh, Grounded.
In the first year of Grounded, millions of players kept busy.
I honestly forgot the game actually came out.
Fighting. The pond.
Oh.
Ziplining.
They opened the pond.
Flying things. Now, to celebrate, we present the Shroom and Doom update.
The Shroom and
It gives
Doom
the
update.
people what they've been asking for. Like sitting. No, seriously, a lot of people want to sit. Pets for when you get sick of your human companion.
That's adorable!
And of course, mushrooms. But not those kinds.
I love Obsidian. Okay.
Literally no one was asking for. The Brood Mother.
No, nope, 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 nope.
She's so terrifying. You should probably turn on arachnophobia mode.
Thank God.
Even her blob scares the shit out of us.
Yeah.
Go big. Or never go home. Oh, and it looks like we added achievements too.
Oh,
nice.
Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm so glad they have arachnophobia mode. It's still terrifying, but not as bad. Among Us? Oh, Among Us coming to Xbox. 15-player lobbies. Oh, Lord. That's a lot of people. Among Us coming soon to Xbox. Cool. It's crazy how much Among Us blew up, and so long after it had launched too. Like, it was like it launched in 2018, and then everyone in 2020 was just like, "Oh yeah, we should go and play this." I have no fucking clue what this is. And it's not really like cool character design. It's the game. That's the game. Kind of similar to Bravely Default, but like, I mean, it's got character design and environment design. I don't know. I don't have a lot of interest in it. The visuals are the most interesting thing to me. There's probably going to be a bunch of people that is perfectly for. I'm not one of them. Cool. It's going to be a bunch of people really hyped for that. Good for you. Console launch exclusive.
You have shown an aptitude for applying lethal solutions to conflicted situations. We wish to test
Almost
your
looks like
abilities.
Cyberpunk. The music is also feels like Cyberpunk. Is this just a Cyberpunk twin stick? The Ascent. Cyberpunk twin stick, essentially. Twin stick shooters can be alright. I've never played one that just like blew me away.
History is all around us. Those who made it have never been forgotten. Their daring choices echo across time, turning land
What is
into
this?
kingdoms and mortals into legends. If history was in your hands, what would you build?
It's one of these Civ likes.
How would you fight? Where would you go? What will you be remembered for?
Yeah, these games... I played Civ, like, way back in the day? Or 4? 3 or 4. Oh, it's Age of Empires, okay. But those type of games never really spoke to me much. Yeah, those, like, RTS games I just never really got into.
We begin by hearing an old, wise-sounding voice.
Oh boy.
And we see a quiet, peaceful setting. This will make our game seem big and important. Now, something must break the serenity. Will this creature be in the game? No. Say goodbye to it forever. Suddenly, and for no reason, people running. These pointless slow-motion shots
What is this?
make everything seem cool and should bolster pre-sale numbers.
I love the meta commentary.
Awe sound can mean only
Aw,
one thing. We must gaze over an epic shot of a world.
What is this? I already love it.
Flares. Now we see our hero. But only their silhouette, because the developers haven't finished the design, or finished the story, or finished any gameplay that's actually ready to show. In fact, the only thing they have finished is the title.
Outer Worlds 2? Yep. Okay. Makes sense. That kind of meta humor is very Obsidian. I heard good things about Outer Worlds. I always wanted to play it. I never quite got around to it. But yeah, that meta commentary is, or the making fun of the itself and the industry is very on par with Obsidian. Because they also just did Grounded too, so it's like, oh, is it Microsoft Flight Simulator? They also did Grounded, which also had that kind of joking nature to it. So this might actually be Flight Simulator. For some reason, Microsoft Flight Simulator last year was really popular. Just randomly. Like, they make one, like, every year, and for some reason last year it was, like, really I guess it was really good. This seems to have a lot more detail to it. Yeah, they introduced multiplayer last year too. The visuals are absolutely beautiful for like no reason except just like, I mean, I guess when it's all you're looking for. Yeah, is it? Oh, it's coming to Series X. Makes sense. Because I'm pretty sure it was just a PC thing before. Oh. Ooh, do you get... Oh! Oh, can I play this? I don't know if I can. I love this theme, but I don't know if I can play it. I love the Top Gun theme. So, Top Gun planes being added? Free expansion. Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, I forgot that movie was coming out. They haven't really shown off any more of it since, like, the first teaser trailer they did, like, a year and a half ago. But yeah, the Top Gun theme is one of my favorite movie themes of all time. Just feels so epic. What is this? Racing. Forza? That sounds copyrighted. I'm not gonna risk it. They usually like to throw... Yep, this is very copyrighted. Okay. Is this, the next Horizon, maybe? I think my lack of commentary shows how excited I am for this. That is to say, not very. Yeah, Horizon 5. I figured. It's cool. I've never been a racing game.
Hello,
yeah.
I'm Mike Brown, creative director at Playground Games.
Unless it's like an action racing game, like Split Second,
we've been working on.
Really cool.
Horizon is known for fun, freedom, and beauty.
Okay, so they're gonna do this.
The Horizon
so
Festival arrives in beautiful, diverse Mexico. This is the
How far behind
largest
am I?
and most diverse
Just a couple
open
minutes?
world
Okay,
ever
let me just
in
click
Forza
live.
Horizon. Already on the move, exploring
Okay,
this
so now I'm
idyllic
live with the
seaside
broadcast.
town.
Because
This
I
is
really
a
don't care about
recreation of Mexico that is
Forza.
honest, authentic, and filled with love.
I know there's a lot of people
Speaking
that do.
of, hold up, Don.
And it's a really popular
hey,
game
what's that?
series.
This is a mural by
I just-
Mexican artist
it's
Farid Rueda.
Oh, okay. That's
Just
cool.
one of the many beautiful, faithful pieces of Mexico you'll find all over Forza Horizon 5.
I will say that's pretty cool.
While
The
Dawn
fact that
drives
they
down to the
put like
beach,
actual
we'll jump over to the
artwork
Gran
into the game.
Caldera volcano. Check out this geology detail.
Can you
implemented
drive
with
into the
precision
volcano?
accuracy using photogrammetry
That's all I
data
wanna know.
captured on location atop an active Mexican volcano. The entire world has been recreated at this level of detail. And here's Sierra in her favorite off-road buggy. The volcano Sierra and friends are exploring is the highest point ever in a Horizon game. And thanks to the power of the Xbox Series consoles, from up here we can see
What
for
happens if you
miles
drive
in
into the
every direction.
volcano?
In the distance, we can just about make
I need
out
to know.
Guanajuato. Let's take a closer look. Guanajuato is one of the most beautiful cities
not gonna
anywhere
show
in the
me.
world. It's a colourful, undulating city full of vibrant architecture.
That is very
It
beautiful.
even has a sprawling network of tunnels.
That's
And
one thing
these
Forza's
twisting,
always been good
turning,
at,
overlapping
is,
streets mean that as well as looking good, it plays great too. As we see here, as Don is challenged in Horizon's open world battle royale, The Eliminator.
Oh, okay, cool.
While Don tries to win that race, the rest of our players are still out exploring this diverse open world.
What's I gonna
Let's
say?
head north to the canyon.
Oh yeah, that's one
The
thing
Horizon
Forza's always
series
been
is
good
known
at
for
is
its uplifting beauty.
yeah,
And using
he
our
just said
unique
it.
HDR camera rig, we captured 24-hour
visuals
shoots
have been
of real
incredible
Mexican
in
skies
all
at
the
12K
Forza games.
resolution. And thanks to the Xbox Series consoles, these photorealistic skies
Especially
result
in the
lifelike
Horizons
lighting
games.
that dynamically changes every frame, making you feel like you're really there. Here's Maddie again. She's joined by Abraham and some other members of the team. Our players are using Forza Link, the new AI assistant that intelligently tracks the status of you and the people you meet online, and then helps you link up and play together. We'll now head deep into the rainforest and rejoin Bill and the rest of our players. Here we see our new volumetric lighting system filling the scene with God rays as the sunlight dapples through the dense rainforest. A Horizon arcade minigame is about to start. Forza Link knows that Bill loves minigames, so it intelligently prompts Sierra to invite Bill. Bill accepts, and they're seamlessly linked together with
Okay,
their
that's
GPS
kind of cool.
route
It's like, oh, this guy
With that
plays a lot of
Horizon arcade
minigames.
minigame starting
You want to play
soon,
this?
all of our players
like-
are coming together.
Okay.
This minigame is called Pinata Pop, signaled by the Horizon cargo plane dropping a payload of pinatas.
Ooh, over this way. Gotta catch up to you guys.
Oh god, hey gamer
Players now have
dialogue.
to work together to find and pop as many as they can.
Okay, go up here to the left.
There's loads along the main road.
Here I go. I'll take the left of the
Here I
bushes
go! Here I go popping again!
Oh, there's a couple more over here.
Sweet.
While the team grab those last few pinatas, we're going over to the stadium because I have one more thing to show you.
Bowling.
This is Event Lab, the incredible new toolset that allows you
cool.
to create your own races, game modes,
That makes
and
sense. A
gameplay
lot of games that have like
you customize
oh, wow.
everything, right down to the fundamental rules of the game.
Yeah, a lot of games that have like mini games are now adding in like, oh well, you can make custom modes and stuff.
Forza Horizon 5 is the largest, most fun, and most beautiful open world we've ever built. And it will truly be an astounding showcase for the Xbox Series consoles when it comes to Xbox Game Pass this November 9th. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in Mexico later this year.
Cool.
Team Xbox is on a mission to bring the joy and community of gaming to everyone on the planet. That's why you, the gamer, are at the center of everything we do. Today, we showed you 30
check
games.
something.
27 of them will be available on Xbox Game Pass. Now, through the end of the year, you can look forward to back-to-back monthly releases landing day one on Game Pass, led by 5 new titles from Xbox Game Studios, as well as highly anticipated games like Back 4 Blood, 12 Minutes, and The Ascent. And as we look ahead to next year, I'm inspired by the creativity of Bethesda and Xbox Game Studios. We showed you the highly anticipated RPG Starfield coming exclusively to Xbox. But we also have some of the industry's best RPG storytellers working on Avowed, Fable, The Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 76, The Outer Worlds 2, and Elder Scrolls 6.
This is a recap.
We unveiled the stunning multiplayer mode for the world's most beloved shooter in Halo Infinite, adding to the roster of iconic Xbox shooters alongside Wolfenstein, Gears of War, Perfect Dark, and Doom. We premiered the most epic open-world racing game, Forza Horizon 5.
Okay, that's starting in like an
bringing
hour.
you
Okay.
a vibrant and authentic depiction of Mexico in a game built from the ground up for next gen. while the team at Turn 10 is hard at work on the next Forza Motorsport. Our growing family of 23 studios is devoted to advancing the medium we all love. Xbox has been here for 20 years, and that's because of you. Our team strives to make Xbox a place where you'll find the greatest games, the most dedicated developers, and the most passionate community. Together, we all make Xbox the best place to play. Before I go, there's one more thing.
There's always one more thing.
Take a look
It's
at
the
this brand
Xbox
new
conference. It's one
original
of
game from the Arcane
Ooh,
team at
original game.
Bethesda, the studio that created Prey and Dishonored. Arcane created something new for them, an open-world immersive shooter that you can play alone or with your friends.
Okay.
And like Starfield, this game will be an Xbox exclusive.
Okay. So this is their finale, I guess. We'll see how it is. It's weird having new IPs as the finale, because it's like it's really gotta sell the game. Oh god, that's.
Hey, Dev, anything interesting?
Whoa.
This too. Mandible, 25 centimeters, dramatically elongated.
I hope that music doesn't get any louder, or else it's gonna be bad.
So, that was fun, right?
Earlier.
That's your cue, mate.
Sleep tight.
You know what this reminds me of? My time in the Himalayas.
Daddy's later, Dad.
You think they can't kill you anytime they want?
Hey, asshole!
Whoa, what the hell? Oh, vampires! Okay.
How do we always get into this
How they got into this shit. We're going back. Going back.
In the field in Redfall, Massachusetts. Behind me, we are witnessing clear signs of cult activity as the locals engage.
Hey!
This shit.
Really hope the video was worth it.
Fall back! People need to know what happened.
So, vampire hunters.
Get me on the roof now.
That was a stake rifle.
Oh, Jacob, don't even mention it.
Yeah, it's a stake rifle. Sunlight ray? Or is it a freezer?
Where's the other one? Where'd it go?
Uh-oh.
Give me a taste. That's bad. Bloody hell.
Taste this, cabrona!
Well, so far the concept of this game has me interested.
Oh, shit. Dev's gonna love this one. You better have a plan, Jacob!
Yep. Don't miss.
Don't touch me!
Look! A new one!
Primo, Fernandez, go, go!
So, vampire hunters with magic powers.
I think there's
vampire in this.
Really? What does it taste like? Be specific.
Like blood and death and strawberry.
Sun's coming up. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving.
Don't get louder. Ah, music is getting louder. Fuck.
Things will
Oh, yikes. That looks terrifying. Redfall. Yeah, that looks fun. Don't know if that's really finale material, especially for the Xbox conference, but, I feel like that should have been in the middle, and maybe Halo should have been at the end. But... I mean, it looked good. It's definitely one of the highlights of the conference. Also, that's, yeah, that's a copyright. Alright, yeah, this is just the sizzle reel, so I think we're done. I'll leave it going just in case. But yeah, so that was the Xbox conference. Some highlights, Halo, definitely Halo. Sea of Thieves doing the Pirates of the Caribbean expansion. They just showed it off, so reminded me of it. That looks really good. Outer Worlds 2 is obviously a big reveal. Seeing some more of Back 4 Blood and Far Cry 6, that was, you know, it was pretty cool. Battlefield going back to what really got it massively successful with 3 and 4, with Fallout 2048. That's really cool. Redfall, I would say Redfall is a highlight. That looks... We didn't see any gameplay because they probably don't have any gameplay ready yet, but the concept looks interesting. We know what Arcane can do because we've played Prey and we've played Dishonored. So it's probably going to be in a similar vein of that, and due to that, I'm fairly excited for Redfall. It's got a really interesting concept. Vampire hunters with superpowers. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this conference is over, so let me switch over to the Square Enix pre-show. I'm gonna mute that for myself because they're talking about FF14 story, and I'm currently going through FF14 at the moment. I just started not too long ago just because it was on a severe discount for like the deluxe edition with everything in it. And so I was like, okay, sure, fuck it, why not? I hear a lot of people saying good things about it, so I picked it up and have been playing it a little bit in my off time. The gameplay, okay, so it's kind of a slog at the moment when I'm playing it, because it's like the gameplay is okay. It's the traditional like MMO gameplay where it's like in order to attack you have to select and then hit a button, and then to use your powers you gotta press a different button, which sounds like every game ever, but like the combat isn't like super satisfying. And the story at the beginning, I've heard amazing things about the story later on. The story at the beginning has been slow to say the least. So it's been a thing. In fact, I don't want the visuals right now, so I'm just gonna switch over to the E3 schedule. Alright. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I entirely forgot what I was gonna say. So yeah. I'm kinda enjoying FF14. I feel like the further I get into the game, the better it's going to get. Because I've heard nothing but amazing things about the later expansions. So, it's just kind of a slog at the beginning. But yeah, the Xbox conference and Bethesda conference, because they mixed them both into one. It was okay. Definitely some interesting things revealed. My major highlight is Halo. Just because, like, one, that footage they showed off looked so much better than what they showed last time. They've definitely taken some time to revamp the graphics. Also, knowing that the creative head is someone who worked intimately with everything from Combat Evolved to ODST gives me a lot of hope, because those were easily the best of the Halo games. I would say Reach is my favorite, which is right after that. But I mean, 1, 2, 3, and ODST. There's no denying that they were iconic as hell, especially 3. So the fact that the creative head for Infinite is someone who worked intimately with those, that is really cool. Also the story. And you can kind of tell that the creative head came in and was like, okay, so Halo 5 sucked. Multiplayer was great, so we just gotta build off that. Story didn't do well. So, from what we saw in that clip from the story, they're essentially going like, okay, so everything that Halo 5 was building to happened. Off-screen. And we're just gonna pretend that that didn't happen. And so instead, we're going to go back to basics with a more, like, sorry, my face is still weird, because, again, I've only been up for, like, 10 minutes before stream, so, but, so far what we know, after Chief wakes up, it turns out that in between the games, or we might see it in the beginning of this game, there was another AI tasked to impersonate Cortana and sneak into the Halo installation that Cortana had taken over, which was kind of the stinger at the end of Halo 5. To where Chief then went in there, grabbed Cortana, and was supposed to delete her. But he didn't. And so that was the original plan, but then they went back and wow, they're still doing the Final Fantasy 14 stuff. Okay. So then they went back and what was I gonna say? Okay, so yeah, they had the plan. Chief didn't delete her, and it turns out, it seems like the AI that was supposed to replace her is actually her, but rebooted to have, and has different memories? But I wonder if she kept the memories from before. I don't know. That's probably going to be explained further in the game itself. But it's an easy... spit on my desk. It's an easy way to essentially get back to basics, which is what the Halo series desperately needs, because it's been deviating further and further with every installment. And I think that the release of the Master Chief Collection and the success that it had and the feedback that they got from that, because holy hell, they got some feedback from Master Chief Collection. In doing so, 343 has kind of become a better developer from that. They've really been fixing a lot of they fixed almost everything that was wrong with the Master Chief Collection. And also implemented new things that the fans were asking for. And, like, they actually, like, listened to the fans, which was, like, you know, it's one of those rare circumstances where it's like, oh, you guys are actually listening. Okay, cool. And then, I think through the experience that they had with Master Chief Collection, I feel like 343 has become a better developer, because everything that we're seeing from hey Aylis, how you doing? Everything that we're seeing from Infinite looks like it's the best of the Halo, not that Infinite is the best, but it and not that Infinite is the best, but it is taking from the best of the previous games and making its own thing, which is what I'm excited for. That grappling hook in the multiplayer looks really fun, and it looks like it has a lot of sounds like someone's having a problem with a vacuum. Sorry. And it looks like there's a lot of options for that. So that'll be interesting to see how that can be used. And also, it looks like they're really going back to basics with a lot of the multiplayer stuff, like going back to Ragnarok from Halo 3. And also, I'm pretty sure that got brought back with a later game too, but I'm not certain. Is it Halo 4? It's Halo 4. Yeah, it got brought back with Halo 4. So now we're getting it in Halo Infinite. Also having the multiplayer be a separate free-to-play thing, interesting. Yeah, don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll see. But the campaign looks a lot better than it did. I still want to see a bit more gameplay with Chief, like with the player playing rather than just, you know, cinematics. But what we saw looked promising, so we'll see. Did you see the VR showcase yesterday? I did not. Was there anything big announced? Because I didn't really see anyone talking about anything either. Yeah, the Upload VR showcase. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention because it didn't really seem like anything massive was announced, but if something was and I just missed it, then oh god. Yeah, I'm still waking up from literally waking up 10 minutes before stream. IGN just did a massive, like, from Ubisoft to Gearbox did a whole live stream. It's 8 hours. Dear God, that's mm-mm. Ooh, that's a pretty cool one. Looks like we got a Sam & Max VR game. That's pretty cool. More for Pistol Whip. Hell yeah. Love Pistol Whip. It's one of my workout games. I Expect You to Die 2. Nice. Green Hell VR. Oh god, that's... Ugh. Sniper Elite VR. Okay. Doing a Nerf thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so nothing like super major other than the return of Sam & Max, which is like... Hell yeah. I love Sam & Max. That's a classic game right there. Let's see. What can I do to kill some time? Don't know. The Squeenix panel starts in about 35 minutes. So 35 from now would be about 3:05. 3:04. No, it'd be 3:05. It's a weird time to start, but okay. I mean, hey, I could play some, like... Play some Overwatch. I've been playing that recently. I haven't really done anything with it. So, might as well. Just to kill some time. While I'm waiting. Let's see. Yeah, might as well just play some just to kill some time, you know. We got the time to kill, so why not? I need to give myself a bit more space here. And then shrink. There we go. Had an extreme close-up going on. I just recently started playing again, so... What the... What is that? Why is that? Why was that popping up? Oh! Nothing's actually popping up on my screen. It was...
Welcome to Paris.
It was a thing that was up, but it wasn't on the screen, it was on my screen. So yeah, I've been playing this,
Don't move.
Oh, okay, that was loud. That was just loud out of nowhere. Alright. So don't judge me too hard. I haven't played this game in forever, but and I'm gonna die a lot, but that's okay. You know, we're learning again.
No rest for the weary.
And this is just to kill some time between conferences before the Squeenix conference. I didn't really have anything planned, so I'm like, might as well play one of the games I've been playing in my spare time. Damn it. Damn it.
Enemy needs 15 kills to win.
There we go.
My business, my rules.
I suck at Dash. So essentially, this game mode, for those who aren't aware, it's like gun game, where if you get a kill, you progress to a new character. No problem, Alice. But yeah, I was saying I haven't seen the VR showcase, but I did just look at like what was announced during it. I'm excited for Sam & Max because that's a franchise that is a classic and deserves to come back. And then, what was it? The battle continues. Sniper Elite's pretty cool. Damn it.
Enemy needs 10 kills to win.
I suck as Genji too. Also, I'm doing a lot worse than I did last night. I don't know if that's because I'm, like, tired, because, you know, waking up late, or it's just because I'm on stream. I'm excited for Green Hell VR. Yeah, no, I saw that, and I'm like, you know, that's probably not gonna be for me. I like VR. I like horror. VR horror is not my forte. The furthest into VR horror I will delve is RE7 VR. And if RE8 had a VR mode, I would play that, but it did not, so. Damn it. Oh boy. Yeah, no, it's like, I already don't do well with horror. Put horror actually in front of me in a scenario. Oh boy, yeah. No, that would be absolutely terrifying. How's my mom? She's doing good. Can't remember what the last update was beforehand, but she's good. Everything is good. Shit. Damn it.
That could have gone better.
That was just unfortunate. They got frozen and then tracer bombed. That's a bad combo. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh god, this hurts. Yep, I'm so far behind right now. Come on. Fuck. There we go.
Never.
I suck at honest, it's probably gonna be where the game ends. I was winning games last night. Hey! Oh god, no. Oh lord, that was a bad combo. I like how we both just like stopped fighting each other to kill him. It's actually good that he killed me, because now he can kill the Torbjorn. There he goes.
And everyone.
Ah. Oh lord.
I'm not finished.
Damn. Oh, okay. Good. I got just within the top 4. I'm not a pro whatsoever. I was pulling off some crazy moves last night, though. I wish I could do that on stream, but I can't. Granted, I was also listening to the Metal Gear Rising soundtrack, so that might have been part of it. Like there was one part where it was me and a Genji. I was a Genji, he was a Genji, and he started doing his like blocking move, and so then I did it after him. He thought I was doing it to him, so he was just waiting until it went down right in front of me, and his went down. Thing is, I wasn't doing it for him, I was doing it for the Pharah behind him. And I reflected the Pharah's rocket directly into his face and killed him. And it was like... it was a beautiful, beautiful moment that I really wish I could do anything like that on stream.
Back into the mix.
And then having that while also hearing, like, fucking Red Sun from the Metal Gear Rising soundtrack. It's just... Should've recorded it? Yeah. Well, didn't have a recording set up at the moment when I did that. Because, like, I just play these games on my own just to kill time, have some fun. How did that not stun him? That was right in front of his face.
Let's start over at the beginning.
I hear their footsteps. Yeah, like, these are games that I play on my own time. I normally wouldn't stream it, but, like, you know, got some time to kill between conferences, might as well.
My business, my rules.
I think that guy tried to say hello and, like, be friends, but I wasn't feeling the friendship.
I will protect the innocent.
trying to use that to throw him off the edge, but didn't do it close enough. Damn it. Oh Lord, at high noon.
I will not fail again.
Shut the wall in front of me. I'm so fucking rusty as Farah. Farah used to be my main. There we go.
Swift as the wind. Taking the lead comes honor. With honor,
Lord. Damn it. Rip.
repetition is the path to mastery.
Getting kicked by a Zenyatta is just... Oof. That's one of the most humiliating ways to go. Damn it. I was trying to get in that archway, but I kept getting caught.
Takes a licking, keeps on ticking.
Damn it.
Lead lost.
Lead lost. Fuck.
Well, that's a fine how do you do?
There we go. I knew one of them was gonna hit him. Ah, damn it. I'm sometimes really good with Tracer, and sometimes I really suck at Tracer.
Old soldiers are hard to kill.
Oh boy. This is gonna be my last game before the Squeenix conference starts. Ah! Damn it.
Lead lost.
But, due to my calculations, it starts in about 10 minutes. So,
Enemy needs 10 kills to win.
this is gonna take me to 5 minutes. I'm gonna go take a bio break for like a minute, and then I'll be back for the Square Enix conference. Back here, Moira. Well then. Was not expecting the Hanzo. Okay then. Cool. This is why I just play this for fun on my own. Because I kinda suck. But I have fun, so you know, that's something.
Science will reveal the truth. Repair the damage.
Damn it. Why did my ball do that?
Faced with a setback, we must challenge our assumptions.
I'm I'm hit and miss with Moira. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Never amazing. Oh, so close. Can't wait for that bitch Monica.
We must all make sacrifices in the name of science.
Doki Doki?
Much for the farm.
Ooh, okay, that was pretty cool.
And everyone.
Internet, oof. Oh no.
Been here all along.
Oh, fucking...
Reboot and try again. ¿Qué tal? Initiating.
Oh, I hit another Somber. Yes, yeah, they announced Doki Doki, what was it?
Didn't see that
Doki
coming.
Doki,
Enemy leads 5 kills to win.
okay. Doki Doki, what? Doki Doki Plus, that was it.
Enemy needs 4 kills.
Essentially like a director's cut of Doki Doki, which I didn't know existed, and ah, fuck.
Enemy needs 3 kills.
But I'm interested to see where that goes, and how that adds into the lore of everything. Yeah. Damn. I was right about to let it go and I got killed.
My work.
I got killed in it. Oh shit, okay. Was not expecting that, but not gonna complain. I was just using that as like a way to get over. Yeah, no, that wasn't a smart combo there. The Widowmaker. The Widowmaker in the back.
30 seconds.
Nope, don't have the health to fight a Roadhog. Now I do. Shit. Fuck you, own it!
Come on, let's bring it together.
Come on, come on. Damn it. Second place. That's not bad.
Top 2 finish. Play of the game.
Okay, so let me leave, switch over. In fact, let me just switch back over to this. Actually, I'm gonna switch to my BRB because I gotta go bathroom, so I'll be right back. Looks like I got some time anyways. So. Be right back. I'm gonna take care of bathroom and I gotta talk with my mom about something, so be right back. Hey guys, sorry about that. Had to, some stuff came up and had to talk to my mom about that. Bit of life rerouting, so gonna be busy with that. That's probably gonna get in the way of some of my streaming plans, but oh well, it happens. Still waiting on this Square Enix live stream here. Got about, looks like, according to this, about 2 minutes left. So, yeah, so what I'm expecting out of this conference is damn internet. Oh no. I'm sorry. What I'm expecting out of this conference is I'm hoping for some what is it? I'm hoping for something about FF7 Remake Part 2. Also hoping for... They announced that they're working... No, not that. They announced that they're working on a Guardians of the Galaxy game a few weeks back. So I wonder if they're gonna show a little bit of that here. Just waiting. About 40 seconds left. There's an Avatar VR game coming too. I saw that there was an Avatar just normal game, but I didn't see an Avatar VR game. That's interesting. I don't know if that'll really be my thing, but just the Avatar normal game was... Yeah, no, it's not VR. It's like something of Pandora. We didn't really see anything about the game, so we don't know what it's gonna be like, but, we'll see, I suppose. Okay. I was waiting for them to get off the screen before I switched it back over.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Matt Mercer here, and I'm back as your host of Square Enix Presents.
Oh.
Today, we have a
Matt
special
Mercer.
E3 edition of the show for you, with new game announcements, updates, and exciting news from our studios across the globe. So let's kick off with the world premiere of a brand new game from Eidos Montreal. We hope you enjoy the show.
Okay.
I am so proud of you. Do you know what a birthright is, Peter?
Yeah, this is the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Something that's a part of you. Like your name.
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
What? No, Rocket. So I let Groot fill out the paperwork.
So we got 5.
Okay.
We appear to be 6,963 units short. I know, we clearly need a plan.
Oh god, this song. Oh, no, no, don't do this to me. Don't DMCA. No, I want to show this off. I mean, maybe if they don't play a whole lot, maybe if I just keep talking over it, it won't be that bad. But, okay, so far this looks fun.
No! We disrobe!
Keep your pants on.
Although, it could be used as a distraction.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like... Okay, I'm gonna unfortunately have to mute it, because they're... You are Star-Lord. No killing teammates, it's in your contract. Okay, this looks cool. Because the main thing... Did he just say fucking great, Quill? Oh, Mantis. So... Looks like they're expanding on the... Astro Dog! Okay. I'm excited for that. He's like, of course I will. I'll call you.
Hi,
I'll
my
call
name is
you.
Olivier Proulx, senior producer here at Eidos
Okay,
Montreal.
I'm
For
in.
the past few years,
That
we've had
looks
the
good.
privilege to work on our version of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy and
It's,
reimagine it into a single-player, story-driven, third-person action-adventure game. It's our own fresh take on the Guardians, and something that's really unique to our game is that you get to be Peter Quill. As Star-Lord, you're constantly in the middle of the action as you try to lead this band of misfits. But today, I'm really excited to have all of you join us on this journey.
The thing about
and you'll hear
Avengers
more about the
was
game
the
from our
gameplay
team behind this
was
project.
Right, let's
okay.
do this. I've always loved Marvel's cosmic characters growing up as a kid. And
The
I
main
read them,
problem
enjoyed
was
them,
the
loved
fact
them.
that
I,
it
had the
was
opportunity
a live
to
service-based
write
game and didn't have
for
much
Marvel on
content.
some of their cosmic titles.
This is
I
just a
went
straight-up
back
story
with the help
game.
of Bill Roseman, the editor, and kind of
I'm okay with
cherry-picked characters from Marvel's past.
The opportunity here was to build a team, but to make it all underdog.
I'm excited.
So that the reader would think, oh my gosh, how is this team going to survive?
And that became the Guardians of the Galaxy comic, which we loved working on.
Yeah, the Abnett run of Guardians, like, really,
we were showing
fixed
them
it up.
the design of the characters, how they would look, and they stayed silent. I don't know if it's a minute, but in my head,
Brought
it
them
was a
back to the
minute.
front
It was
line.
like, oh my god, like they hate it.
We realized
because it
how
came
much
out.
that Marvel
They
and
did the
Montreal
Abnett run
shared in
for the
common,
movie.
and
Like
that
essentially,
we knew
they announced the
Guardians
movie,
were
and then they're like, okay, we need a run that'll bring them back to the front
I
lines.
think he's fantastic and absolutely in the spirit of what these characters are.
What makes the gameplay experience unique
I'm
to
excited
me
for this.
is no matter in what phase of the game you are, whether you're in exploration,
Because it looks like the
you're
good parts of the
fighting,
Avengers
Guardians are
expanded,
constantly around
and
you,
then
you
not,
never
like-
feel alone. While you're the leader, the Guardians will also challenge you and make decisions on their own,
and
you will have
absolutely
to adapt
taking
to
out
You
the
are
stuff that was just
literally
ugh.
part of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
The decisions you'll make will have lighthearted to haunting repercussions, and the game will react to what you do and say.
Gamora, no killing teammates!
Says who?
It's literally in your contract! I made no such commitment.
You are playing as Star-Lord and you're using your blasters and you're using your jet boots.
Star-Lord is really empowering.
Yeah,
He's very agile.
out of all
on
the
battlefield.
characters, he
can
seems like the
slide,
one that would
maneuver
make
with
the
his
most
jet
sense to
boots.
play
Of course,
as,
he has
'cause
his
it's
elemental
very,
blasters that have different powers as well. And on top of all of this, he can use the
he's
unique
very
abilities of his
versatile.
Guardians.
We're not pirates. We're legally incorporated heroes for hire.
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
What? No.
Is that Steve Bloom
The
as
story
Star-Lord?
is about a group of misfits, the Guardians. In our world, they've been together for less than a year. They
Multiplayer doesn't
create
seem like it at all.
something on a small
It seems like
scale
you're
that
just
looks
playing as Star-Lord.
insignificant. And as they progress through the story,
Which
they
is also
discover that
kind of
they
promising,
created something really big
because
that threatens
you
the
can
galaxy.
really focus
There
on
are
expanding
a
the
lot
gameplay.
of very interesting villains in the Marvel franchise. And when you're starting to work on a story like this, you get to get your pick of which ones will make the best for this story. That gives us the opportunity to bring in some
Ooh.
that are well known, but some that are also not all that well
Okay,
known.
that's cool. Like, I have no idea who the fuck that
What
is.
Eidos is getting
But-
so right about them is capturing what it's like to be a misfit family. They're also bringing an amazing imagination to it. You're going to see planets and characters that are going to blow your mind.
Interpreting it in its own way, I think, makes it feel incredibly fresh and exciting. It's not a matter of trying to replicate the comic or trying to replicate the film. It's trying to take the medium you're working in and make the best version of Guardians out of that.
They made it fun. They made it rock and roll. They delivered everything you would want in a Guardians game.
Awesome. That sounds copyrighted, but it also doesn't sound like there's going to be a lot of it. So. From YouTube, yeah. I'm excited for that. That looks good. Oh. The is it gonna show the menu system? I like how I mentioned this game like an afterthought, like, oh yeah, they announced this. I wonder if they're gonna do anything. Literally the first like 10 minutes of this has been just.
I know. We clearly need a plan.
What about selling Gamora's crap?
That is Steve Bloom as Star-Lord.
You've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
Quarantine zone was always
holding out on
My
us.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Team's in trouble, and you can't be bothered to make no sacrifice.
I will sacrifice your head.
And take us to the majestic mountains of Kakarantara.
Guys, I think we should hear out Groot for once.
You know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster.
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering that, okay?
It could work.
Sell Groot? I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd. Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. The small, ugly one is clearly the correct choice. He's cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage.
I vote we sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not Groot.
I also vote for the creepy little beast.
2 votes each. Peter?
Well, Rocket's definitely scarier on the inside. He's unstable and vicious and totally oblivious to the needs of others.
Okay, we...
Maybe that's not Steve Bloom.
Right,
I can't
do
tell.
this. Let's go sell a monster.
We're not seriously flying into that.
I don't think that's Steve Bloom. The more I hear him.
R9 are tied to the temperament of his ruler.
That's not how women work.
Or weather.
You're flying the wrong way.
No, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment.
I ever mentioned how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far.
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
Ask Peter!
Let's just get closer. We'll figure it out on the way.
There is nothing to figure out. As beast merchants, we will easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good. We've already got a beast. All that's left is the merchant part.
Good thing I put on my official merchant costume.
There is no such thing. Right?
The fact you ain't sure don't bode so good.
Whoa! That is some really crazy lightning out there. Never seen anything like it.
Meteorological suicide is what it is.
This looks like it's gonna be fun. Especially, like, just with it being a full-on story thing.
My jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Less whining, more walking.
Hey, Stormlord, we ain't seriously walking through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
Stop complaining. The hardship will strengthen your spirit.
I face more than enough hardship. Thank you very much.
You are welcome, Feeble One.
We got this. Just don't fall and we'll be fine. Oh, whoa! 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 No!
Is everyone okay?
We should have gone to Maku 4.
Oh, that is a gelatinous cube.
Wary rodent.
You know what? I survived freaking Half-World. Think I'm scared of some little...
It's not alone. Get ready.
I like his mask in this.
They are amorphous vermin.
Shoot first, questions later.
Chop them, Gamora!
This won't hurt much.
Oh, cool! You can command the team. That's...
This is the local fauna.
It's about to be an endangered species.
Groot, Hawkeye time! Oh, you, Rocket!
Time to go boom!
That looks like some fun gameplay.
Lady Hellbender's legendary menagerie.
Should we ask them for directions?
I'm thinking maybe they are directions.
Oh, like a signpost or something.
I'm not saying it's an arrow with the word fortress on it, but statues suggest civilization, and the only settlement I saw when we were topside
was Lady Hellbender's fortress.
Dead end. That's just great.
It's a retractable bridge. They used them at the prison I was in.
Too bad the controls are on the other side of the giant chasm.
What do you not have time to dawdle in this jungle? I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the bridge. I may activate a hole through your face! Put me down!
He'll be fine. Just curl up in a ball.
What?
Drax, throw him.
No! Very well.
Peter?
It's okay. He'll land on his feet. Ooh. I guess that...
Oh, and it's got some... People are complaining in YouTube chat? Yeah. People are gonna complain about everything.
Order the beast to do its job.
Rocket, come on, man!
Ram it, dash face!
Fix the bridge and we'll raise
So it's got Telltale mechanics too.
I want 10.
Okay, deal. Thanks for the bridge, Rocket.
If you even think of pulling that
Wait,
scud again.
hear that?
Guys.
Yeah, at this point, like, whenever big events are happening and I'm just watching, I just don't even pay attention to chat. Because there's people gonna hate everything that goes on. It's like, if it's not Final Fantasy or, like, some other Square Enix property, then it's trash and I hate it. And it's like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, yeah, this doesn't look like the greatest game ever, but it looks fun. The gameplay looks engaging. There's a lot of mechanics you gotta go between. Ooh, super moves. And that's copyrighted music. Cool. That's gonna make this game a pain to stream. Looks like there's stuff to collect. Makes me wonder if there's a gear system. If so, I hope there's cosmetics. I hope changing... I hope changing gear changes cosmetics. Because that's my favorite type. I thought they were selling Groot. And that's another copyrighted music. Oh, well, I have it muted anyways, so... And so the raccoon said... I am Groot. You guys can't hear it, but it was funny. Can't play it because it's got copyrighted music, but... This also sounds copyrighted, even though it sounds cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, because I don't want to take a chance. Holy fuck! This game looks fun.
Guardians of the Galaxy. How many times do I have to kill you? The audacity that you thought you could rob me. Dweller, feast upon them!
You got this, probably. Oh wow, that's coming out soon. Oh, and classic costumes. Cool. Cool.
Now we're going
I'm
to
in.
revisit two iconic brands
like
that
it.
are being remastered for modern platforms. First up, relive the classic games in the Final Fantasy series, and then get one more peek at Legend of Mana ahead of its June 24th launch.
What classic games in the Final Fantasy series? Which ones? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wow. Everyone's been hoping for a way to play those games for a long time, and it looks like here we go. Also, this camera is very small. I'm just gonna. There we go. Just want to give myself a bit more headroom because it was really tight on my face. It's making me feel weird. Oh, it's the 30th anniversary of the Mana series. Cool. But yeah, the
Up next,
1 through
Earth's
6.
mightiest
That's
heroes
awesome.
Continue their fight to defend the world in Marvel's Avengers.
Next Avengers
Crystal
update.
Dynamics is excited to share the latest updates with you.
Is it
including new mission
Black
types
Panther?
and a growing roster of heroes.
We're gonna actually see Black Panther, or are we gonna actually see Spider-Man? Cosmic Cube.
Avengers, secure that super weapon at all costs.
I've been playing this game like, on my own because I got it on a big discount.
30 second counts, people. Keep
Like,
it moving.
I can see how a lot of people got bored with it, and that's after. And I got it after I got the other two expansions, or the other two expansions came out. So it's like I couldn't imagine beforehand. It's, okay, so this is just kind of finishing up the storyline that the last two expansions were working on. You're saying more Marvel? Yeah, because that's a big part of Square Enix now. Like,
You don't understand what that cube is capable of.
yeah, people are gonna be negative because it's not Final Fantasy or, you know, Mana or any of the other big classic Square Enix titles. I don't care. It's like, okay, cool, we got some more content. This is interesting. I want to see how Black Panther plays because I've been... Like, they announced that they're doing Black Panther, but then I want to see how it
your
is.
efforts to connect with your roots, but as a man who has seen 3 Black Panthers fall, I must warn you of a few things. Many eyes follow the path you are about to walk down.
Alright, the suit looks decent. Oh, that's copyrighted music! That is literally a shot out of the Black Panther movie. Why did they give him a symbol? Okay. Oh, Claw. No, not Claw? Is that Claw? Oh. I didn't see him have a claw, but maybe he'll get it in the expansion. That guy's voiced by Steve Bloom. Yeah, it is Claw. Okay, there's the Claw. Alright, cool. That looks interesting. Giant Claw? Hey, that actually looks like his comic costume. So that's an interesting way to do that. Don't know why he's massive, but that's okay. War for Wakanda expansion. No additional cost. I forgot that they do new characters without, like, paying for it, so. Mobile
Be available in the coming months.
Good evening, 426. Our intelligence reports a new threat to global stability. Their reach is unlike anything we have seen before. Following Agent 47's disappearance, you were selected because of your remarkable skills. Execution must be perfect. We will strike from the shadows, and they will never know
Hitman
what
Sniper.
hit them.
Okay, interesting.
A sad and beautiful tale that echoes throughout eternity. The first mobile entry in the Nier series.
Nier?
Nier Reincarnation.
Well, that'll probably have some sort of really deep and emotional story, even though it's a mobile game. Dragon Quest? No, Final Fantasy. Brave Exodus. Okay, cool, cool. I don't know why I thought it'd be Dragon Quest. That's not Square Enix. More Brave Exodus. Ooh! Final Fantasy shooter? An FF7 shooter? The First Soldier. So that's what the First Soldier was. Okay, people were wondering what that title was gonna be.
Today, the team at Platinum Games is giving you an exclusive look at the epic world of Babylon's Fall, featuring fluid combat, powerful weapons, and a unique art style.
Platinum is interesting. I like Platinum. Platinum makes good games. Great combat.
Built over 1,000 years, it was meant to be a tower of dreams.
Platinum are the people who made Metal Gear Rising and Bayonetta.
As a tower of
And I think Astral... What was it? Astral something? I didn't play that one. They've made a ton of games.
Fire and ice, and the coldest of winds. Eventually, the tower became a symbol of unrelenting ambition. That tower's name is Babylon.
Okay. You gonna see any gameplay?
Does the savior of Neo Babylon stand among us? Let's find out without further
We are.
ado.
Multiplayer. Huh. Have we had a multiplayer Platinum game before? I don't know. Not to my knowledge, but I could be wrong.
If I'm to die, then I'll die for hope. For what little hope there may be.
So...
seen through the veil at
The combat looks like it could be interesting. I mean, it's platinum, so like, it's probably gonna be fun.
We're all prisoners of our subjective reality. Believe only what you see, and you're like to end up seeing only what you believe.
Not but two paths lie ahead. Ascend to the heavens above the tower, or fall like this one now before you.
Now begins its tale of both hope and despair.
Something tells me that's gonna fall prey to the platinum curse, where it's doesn't look all that interesting from the outset.
これの
And
ゲームは本当にアクションという部分に関しては世界屈指のデベロッパーだと言ってますし、
and it's not gonna sell a lot of copies, but then the people who play it are gonna be like, holy fuck, this was amazing.
もっと楽しむためにどうしたらいいかって選ばれたジャンルがハック&スラッシュでしたので、このゲームのコンセプト
Then it'll end up being like a cult
ニー
classic.
オートマタのアクションでハック&スラッシュというジャンルを楽しむということになります。
もちろん一人でも遊べるんですけど、4人でダンジョンを攻略していくゲームになります。
コンセプトについては、プレイヤーが途切れない目標に向かって、アクション
Because like honestly, the trailer
ポイントへ
didn't
続けることが
do
で
a
きる
whole
と
lot.
プレイヤーは、ストーリーを追いながらダンジョンをクリアして上層を目指していくと入手する装備や素材を集めて自身を強化してカスタマイズしていくと。
ゲームのスタイルとしては、オーソドックスなハック&スラッシュという形ですね。ただアクションがスキルや強い力を引き出すためのトリガーになっているところがポイントかなと思っています。
プレイヤーの背中
But
についてい
it's
る
probably
ビデオ
just
コ
the
ピーという
trailer.
のがか
Like
なり気合い入れ
that's the thing with
てい
platinum
ます。
games.
それによって、
The trailer's like okay, you know, unless it's like a major
ハイ
IP.
ファンタジー感というかその上品さという
But then, like,
ところはすごい
when you actually play the game, it's like, oh
意識
wow,
してく
this
れっていうふう
is
に言われましたね。
complex and fluid.
ようにというか、リア
Interesting.
ルに本当に存在している人たちがいるかのような感じは意識しました。
このゲームは運営型のゲームとして開発しています。発売後も定期的に新しいコンテンツを提供する予定です。
ようやく皆さんに改めてこういった形で発表できたこと、本当に私たちも嬉しくなっていますし、まさにこれから開発の佳境になっていくので、精一杯頑張っていきたいので、皆さんも引き続き応援よろしくお願いいたします。
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that yet, but I mean, it's a platinum game though. Platinum doesn't really make bad games.
Now let's check out the next major
So-
entry in the popular Life is Strange series.
Oh, Life is
True
Strange.
Colors. The team at Deck 9 is ready to give you a deeper look at Alex Chen's psychic power of empathy. But first, here's a look at the Life is Strange Remastered Collection.
Feels so weird to be back.
After 5
Remastered
years, you're still
collection.
Max Caulfield.
What do you remember about us as kids?
I think about us as little pirates, running and jumping
Doesn't
through
look
a
all that
cave.
different from the original. Oh, there we go. They've shifted the lighting a bit. Added new textures.
Come on, let's dance! Or take my picture with your new camera.
That's Rachel Amber.
After my dad died and you moved, I felt abandoned. Oh, good.
This was a game
Rachel
that
saved my life.
I really
She was my
wasn't
angel.
wasn't
Something
interested
happened to
in,
her. We have to find her, Max.
and I really didn't really.
Max, what's going on?
I was not interested at all for a long time, and then I saw a
I
playthrough of it,
discovered I could reverse time.
and it was like, holy shit, this is good.
What is this?
Like, how is this good?
Whatever's going on between us is special.
Step back before you regret it.
Get in, Max!
The dialogue isn't always
Didn't you
amazing.
realize I had a
The
choice
plot
and the
and
power
twists
to
in the
change
plot are
everything.
really, really good.
Arcadia Bay is on the edge of disaster. Time to change time. Whatever happens,
I'll always have your back. Always.
Cool. Because, like, that was a game I really was not interested in whatsoever.
I'm a musician and the singing voice of Alex Chen in the upcoming Life is Strange True Colors.
It ended up being,
I hope
like,
you enjoyed that first
really
look
good.
at official gameplay from the remastered collection. As a longtime fan, I know I did. You can see the love and care that Deck 9 have put into remastering both Life is Strange and Before the Storm. This collection features improved character animation, lip sync, and visuals, breathing new life into these two beloved games.
Okay.
Back in March, we also revealed the next major game in the series, Life is Strange True Colors, a small-town supernatural mystery. Alex Chen must uncover the truth behind her brother's death, using her psychic power of empathy to unravel the shocking secrets of Haven Springs.
Oh.
Today, we have a first
like
look
when they
at
start
Alex's
introducing
unique
like the
power in
superpowers and
Here's
everything
game
around
director
that,
Zach Garris for more.
ended up like just the entire tone of the game changes, and it's like really, really
Alex's psychic power of empathy is integral to the story of Life is Strange True Colors. It impacts every relationship she builds and every decision she makes.
Never thought I'd have a freaky empath friend.
For years, Alex has been unable to shut out the strong feelings of others, the fear, sadness, and anger of those around her, leading her to believe her power is a curse. In the wake of Gabe's death, Alex realizes the only way she can find the truth is to embrace her power.
I can't believe this is happening. And the only way to understand is to feel what he's feeling.
From the very start, you can use Alex's power to focus on brightly colored auras to gain an insight into people's emotions.
Gabe was too young. Just too young.
These valuable insights deepen Alex's relationships with the folk of Haven Springs, as well as sparking new dialogue options and events, as here from a scene very early on in the game.
You're gonna lose her. You're gonna lose her, and it's all your fault.
Alex has uncovered a secret that Mac wants to keep hidden from his long-term girlfriend, and now he is terrified that Alex will reveal it before he can talk to Riley.
She is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So please, help me out.
Mac's telling you a whole lot of bullshit.
Listen.
Thanks for telling me the truth, Alex.
But are we still together?
Are you serious? I need to get back to work.
Sure, Alex, we'll get out of your way.
When Alex encounters a particularly strong aura, she can reach out to actively connect with that person's emotions. This generates a nova, a supernatural flare that transforms the world around Alex into a reflection of that person's psyche. In this altered, emotionally charged state, Alex can experience fragments of thoughts and memories to get to the root of their issue. But not every emotional crisis can be easily dealt with. Some carry a dangerous, even life-threatening amount of power.
He's dead! I wish I were too.
No decision is easy, and the consequences will be felt across the game.
This anger could kill her. What if I could just take it away?
Using Alex's power is the only way you can uncover the truth behind her brother's death.
What would that do to her? What
It's
would
like
it do to me? And even
the
if
way
I
they're
can,
framing this is really cheesy.
should I?
And like the narrator and everything.
How far will you go in pursuit of that truth?
It works a lot better in
The
execution,
choice
at least
is
in
yours.
terms of the last few games that they've done.
Alex's
They're
powers
really bad at
look
making
so
trailers for this
awesome.
game.
I
For
have
this
no
series.
idea how I'll make some of these choices, but I can't wait to play it with you all when it comes out on September 10th. Don't forget, you can pre-order Life is Strange True Colors now. And if you choose the Ultimate Edition, you'll also receive the Life is Strange Remastered Collection. And that's it for today. Make sure
'Cause,
to
like,
follow the Life is Strange
I don't know
social
why
channels for more.
they have such a hard time like showcasing Life is Strange. But like like none of the trailers ever really look great, and all of the showcases make it look really kind of dumb and cringy. And then you actually play it, and it's like, oh shit, this is good.
To unveil a brand new title from Square Enix Japan.
It's like it's always been like that since the first game.
I'm here to kill
A new
chaos.
title from Square Enix
That's
Japan.
my mission.
Team Ninja.
Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
He almost looks like
Make us go in there and find you?
Guess we'll just show ourselves in.
Is this a Final Fantasy game? Like a Final Fantasy
I
spin-off?
only know one thing. I want to
It
kill
feels very Final
chaos.
Fantasy.
I need to. It's not a hope or a dream. It's like a hunger. Thirst.
The main character's design is very similar to, if anyone remembers the old canceled game, was it Soulbound?
Yeah, they can only squash monsters for so long. I hate doing pest control.
This is the shrine. of
Dude
chaos.
looks exactly
He's
like
here.
that.
We just have to hunt him down.
This is very brutal.
The darkness is so thick I can taste it. This is
This
it.
feels very Final Fantasy, but like, with, oh dear god. Like, with
There
a
was a knight who
hard
lived
edge
on
to
the
it.
same journey as you, but never returned. His name was Garland. If you
Very
could,
brutal.
I would be grateful if you looked for him.
Chaos.
What is this? Is it just a new IP?
And who are you?
It
We're
feels like
here
a
to kill chaos.
It feels like a Final Fantasy
Prophecy's
spin-off.
very own Warriors of Light.
Really?
Yeah, Warriors of Light.
He
That's
always
very
wore
Final
such
Fantasy.
Splendid armor, with a helmet that was terrifying to behold.
It's Garland.
No. I become chaos.
Hey, Krim, how you doing? Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy version. Yeah, and also Garland is a very well, thoroughly used name in the Final Fantasy series. So, yeah, no, that, looks interesting. New Final Fantasy game.
I'll leave you with a look at some of the amazing
I'll give
Square
you two
Enix
shout
titles
outs,
you can
'cause I
play
haven't
now,
yet.
as well as those to come.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but
Just hit me with it.
I'm gonna drop
Yep, here's some
Titan
intergrade stuff.
Gonna do what?
And he's the final boss in part 1, yeah. I don't know if you saw anything previous to this, Krim. Oh, that's... Didn't realize how big the chat was. They're coming out with, a pixel remaster collection of, Final Fantasy 1 through 6. Yeah, no problem. Final Fantasy 16.
It's all or nothing.
And Walker. Yeah. Also, new Guardians of the Galaxy game, which is completely story-based.
Of course I will. I'll call you.
I think it
for
looks
joining
good.
us today. Keep an eye out for news about our next Square Enix presents.
New expansion for FF14
I'm
looks
Matt Mercer.
stunning. I
See you
haven't
next
looked too
time.
much into it because I just started FF14, so. Oh, it's over. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's talk some about everything that we saw there. What's the next one? Warner Brothers. 2:30. So that'd be at 5:30 for me. So about an hour and a half. Okay. We can vibe till then. Okay. So Square Enix Showcase. We saw. Started with Guardians of the Galaxy, which looks great, honestly, I think. The copyrighted music is going to be a little difficult. I hope they have a streamer mode. where just like, you know, some original score kicks in when you do your ultimate moves, rather than, you know, the copyrighted music that, I mean, I get it's Guardians of the Galaxy. The copyrighted music is like a pretty integral part of Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just, I don't know. So we saw that. You only play as Star-Lord. It's a single-player, story-based experience, which is already miles ahead of Avengers and everything that was. So that's gonna be interesting. I really hope Warner Brothers isn't just Back for Blood. I know it's listed as Back for Blood, but I'm really hoping for some WB announcements. But yeah. Sorry, I was just looking at the scheduling and thought of that. Black Panther expansion for Avengers looks fine. Didn't really see much gameplay on it, so we only just got glimpses of the story, so don't know how he's gonna play, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Usually the characters play alright. Let me think. What else did we see during all that? There was the Pixel remakes of Final Fantasy 1 through 6, which, that's pretty cool. They still don't know how to market Life is Strange to make it look interesting, even though it is a really good game. So we got that new installment coming in. Trying to think of what else they announced. New Platinum game coming out, Babylon's Fall. It's a Platinum game. The trailer didn't really grab me, but that's how most original Platinum IPs are. Like I said, the trailer didn't really grab me. Or what type of game? It's like, it's similar to I don't know, that Astral game that they had, but without like the riding the animals, or the capturing. It's like, I don't know. It's medieval. It's a hack and slash like Platinum is known to do. But like your weapons are like magical weapons that you summon around you to like attack. We didn't really see a whole ton of it, but it didn't really grab me per se, but I'm sure the gameplay will be fine, because that's what the gameplay is, where Platinum shines easily. And occasionally story. But mostly gameplay is where Platinum really shines, so we'll see about that. The Final Fantasy Origins, that's going to be interesting. It feels like a hack and slash Final Fantasy, but a lot more brutal and dark. Like, I was getting like some of the attacks in there were just like straight up violent. Yeah, that looks interesting. Because they're like, oh yeah, this is this new thing we've been working on. Check it out, and it's like, okay, cool. Wait, this looks very Final Fantasy. This is Final Fantasy. It looks very Final Fantasy 15, but like more brutal. Final Fantasy meets Saw. Oh god, that would be a crossover. No, this felt more Final Fantasy meets like Punisher. Because like, especially that one where you rip the wolf's jaw off. It's like, ah. Anytime it's just, it's that bothers me deeply. chat's in a weird spot. I'll put it there. That one where you ripped the guy's head off and then threw it back at it and it exploded. It's like, okay. They're really not holding back on this one. Breaking Jaws is cringy. Yeah, it's just it just makes me deeply uncomfortable. God, there's a scene in Invincible where a guy gets his jaw broken off, and it's just like his jaw's like over there and like ripped halfway off, and it's just like, okay. Yeah, no, that stuff is just like makes my jaw hurt. So yeah, that's coming to Final Fantasy. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, Final Fantasy Origins. So like, I wonder what exactly they mean by that. Like, we were talking about Warriors of Light and like some early stuff for Final Fantasy. So I wonder if it's like taking place in the early games, or if it's like possibly a prequel. Final Fantasy meets Mortal Kombat. Yeah, kind of. But like, instead of blood, it's like anytime they go to do something super gory, it explodes into crystals. So it's like seems to be even before Final Fantasy 1. See, I don't know what the story is before like Final Fantasy 6. So God, gotta make Breaking Jaws magical. Yeah, like you ripped open the wolf and there's just like crystal that shot out of the mouth and like it exploded into crystals, and then the crystal explodes. And or when they ripped off the head, it became a bunch of crystals and then threw it at it and blew up all the crystals. So like, they're getting around how brutal it actually is, but that's fucking brutal. So yeah. So we've had the Xbox and Bethesda showcase, the Square Enix showcase. Yeah, probably the only thing I'll watch now is the Warner Brothers showcase, which starts in about an hour and a half. So, I don't know, might play some more Overwatch in the middle. That seemed to make the time go by pretty quickly. But yeah, that was... Whew. So yeah, Square Enix overall, pretty alright. I like it. Warner Bros. Will be what though? I only know maybe Batman. So, they've got a few games already announced. This is... The way they've put this up, it says Warner Bros. Games Back for Blood. Which, you know, Back for Blood's a pretty big game at the moment. And they're trying to hype that up. And I'm excited for that. That looks pretty good. But I'm wondering if, like, is it just going to be an entire thing for Back for Blood, or is it going to have some Warner Brothers stuff in there? Because Warner Brothers has a lot of games they're working on that can really be really big announcements. We haven't seen any gameplay, or actually we kind of saw a little bit of Suicide Squad. So that's one. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. There's also Gotham Knights, where you play as the Bat family, which is also... I think it's going to be interesting. We'll see how that goes. And the big thing is NetherRealm. NetherRealm is underneath Warner Brothers. So... And it's about that time where NetherRealm announces a new game. And there's a few different ways they can go with that. I think they're done with MK11. So it'll either be Injustice 3, Or they recently got their hands on the Marvel IP. Not as a whole, but Marvel's letting them do something. And yeah, a lot of people are speculating there could be a Marvel versus DC fighting game in the style of Injustice. If they just do a Marvel game in the style of Injustice, that'll be cool. But they have both the Marvel and DC IP. So, everyone's asking for a sequel or remake to Shaolin Monks. Yeah, I don't know where the whole Shaolin Monks fan base came out of the shadows from, but yeah, that's been a thing recently. NetherRealm likes to alternate between like Mortal Kombat and Injustice and all that, so I doubt that they would do 2 Mortal Kombat games in a row. They could though, who knows. Love to see Iron Man ripping Joss 2 close-up x-rays. Oof. Yeah, just rocket punch. Like straight through the stomach or whatever. The NetherRealm series has done astounding on narrative Mortal Kombat and Justice games, so they might have... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because the last Marvel fighting game we got was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which had decent combat and gameplay, but the visuals and story were dog shit. So I think Marvel needs that boost, and I think that's probably why NetherRealm got their hands on that. I love Shaolin Monks, but it is resurfacing maybe because of Kung Lao and 11. That or just like... Yeah, because they did reference Shaolin Monks a few times in MK11. I don't know. Yeah, Infinite died really hard. Even though the gameplay was fun. It was a fun fighting game. Just the visuals and the story just killed that thing right off the bat. Unfortunately. It still has a dedicated fan base that plays it. But it's not a big one. And then, but yeah, so hopefully we get to see a little bit of what NetherRealm has in store. A lot of people are really hoping for that Marvel vs. DC fighting game, because that would be really cool. It's like, if you're gonna do a crossover between the two companies, one, having a third-party company manage it is perfect, because they can divide up where the money goes and everything like that. Because you can't just have the two of them do it. You just can't. Also, yeah, just having that third-party mediator is perfect in terms of making that kind of a crossover. And a lot of people are like, well, that can't happen. Thing is, it has happened 3 times in the comics. Some of them are canon. So, it's very possible that it can happen. It's just with Marvel and DC. So NetherRealm possibly doing a Marvel vs. DC fighting game would be just be beautiful. You shout me out in my own channel. It's like, go check out this person that you're currently watching. And it's like, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Like, it can happen. It's just, is it going to? They can do that. Darkseid was a DLC character in Injustice 2. They could make that happen. Thanos versus Darkseid. Like, oh yeah, Darkseid is literally a god. He is a new god. Like, it's mainly just because, like, Thanos had such a big cultural impact in terms of like the MCU movies and all that. You're fine, A-list. And then and Thanos, or not Thanos, Darkseid only ever had really any exposure with the Snyder Cut, which is like, so, and I think that's kind of why a lot of people go, well, Thanos is so powerful. Obviously, he'll win. And it's like, Darkseid literally goes toe-to-toe with Superman on, like, a weekly basis. Like, yeah, well, they technically did. He was in the Snyder Cut as the villain, but not quite. Like, it was still Steppenwolf. I don't know. It was weird. And the Snyderverse isn't coming back. So I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that with the Flash movie they do Flashpoint and then just kind of fix it up, because they just need a full-on reboot. I think they're doing Flashpoint, so we'll see. Also, what is Rabbids coding? What? Hey, Liz, what the hell were you playing? Yeah, I think that's what they're doing with the Flash movie. Shmee gonna go Toy Town after 1+ years? Oh boy. Good luck with that. But yeah, like, because I think even WB realizes we just need to entirely reboot the DC universe to just be something else. I know we're getting Michael Keaton's Batman, we're getting Ben Affleck's Batman, and we're getting a whole thing with time traveling. Yeah, I've heard of the Rabbids game series, but what's Rabbids coding? It's like a coding game for Rabbids. Which, by the way, for anyone who didn't see the stuff... Oh, it's a puzzle game. Cool. For anyone who didn't see the announcements yesterday, Mario plus Rabbids is getting a sequel, which is just like, I'm okay with this. That was like one of the big good things to come out of the Ubisoft thing. There was that, and there was like 3 things that really stood out to me from Ubisoft. There was that, there was Rocksmith Plus, which I signed up for the beta, still waiting for the email to see if I'm in it. Don't like puzzles, but I want to try it. See, I love puzzles. I play a lot of puzzle games. As you can see from me playing Resident Evil so much. I'm on like my 5th or 6th playthrough right now of RE8. I love that game. I approve Rabbids coding. Cool. Nice. Hey, if it gets a non-puzzle fan into puzzles, it's done its job. Yeah, Control for free on Epic. Oh yeah, that I forgot that was free on Epic. They announced that yesterday, I think. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. Mario plus Rabbids. The first one was Kingdom Battle. Now we're getting Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. which has elements from Mario Galaxy in it. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, and then there was the Far Cry 6 and the DLC for Far Cry 6, which looks really cool. Scared on the 30th? What's the 30th? But yeah, Far Cry 6. Giancarlo Esposito. Just, oh, right. Doki Doki Plus. That's a thing that's happening. That got announced at one of the other things I didn't watch. But I did watch the trailer for that afterwards, and it's like, oh boy. Doki Doki Director's Cut. All the more trauma. But yeah, like I was saying, Far Cry 6, Giancarlo Esposito, incredible. Looks like they're actually giving the main character a face and, like, a character, so that's cool. Like, the main character's always had a character and a face, technically, but, like, they've never really been all that memorable. The most memorable one was Far Cry 3, but, because it was always supposed to be like, it's you, but not really, but kinda. But, like, they have their own story that you're playing along. It's weird. But this time it's actually, like, a full-on character that you see in cutscenes and stuff. So I think that's a good way to go with the game. Especially when you've got someone playing off of Giancarlo Esposito and it's not just face-to-face. So I'm excited for Far Cry 6. And then they did the trailer for the season pass where you're in this weird, almost horror-like mindscape, and you're playing as the villains, like Voss and Pagan Min and Joseph from 5. Like, that looks really cool, and I want to see that. So Far Cry 6 definitely ended up on my radar when I didn't think it would. And then we had the Devolver one. Just want Rhythm Heaven for the Switch. I mean, hey, we got Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Or 2 days from now. Could happen. Who knows? Rhythm Heaven has been getting a lot more popularity as of recently. So, could happen. Who knows? And then we had the Devolver Showcase yesterday. I really want to play Inscription. That looks so much fun. It's like, it's a card game, and it has, like, puzzles, but it's also, like, horror-based, and it's just, that looks really fun. And also, I was just laughing my ass off at the entire Devolver thing and how much you can actually buy from what they showed off. Inscription. It was shown off at the Devolver Showcase, which, if you guys haven't seen the Devolver Showcase from yesterday, watch it. It's amazing. Because, like, half of it's actually showing off games, half of it is, like, a skit making fun of the industry, and it's amazing. Snorlax self-game. So yeah, and then today we had the Xbox Showcase. They showed off Halo, which looks good. Looks a lot better than the last time we saw it. And they showed off the multiplayer, which looks like a return to basics with some new mechanics. Looks nice. Looks real nice. Oh, and they got the classic announcer back, and that's just like the nostalgia. And then they had some cool looking games, A lot of new IPs that they're coming out with, so that's gonna be interesting. Redfall looks interesting. And then yeah, we just had the Squeenix one, and then I'm really hoping it's not just gonna be just Back for Blood. Let me look into this. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I might as well not I might as well not do this. It looks like it is just purely Back for Blood and going into stuff about that. So I won't end up doing that. Guess that's gonna be all I do today. That was interesting. Let's see, what do we got tomorrow? Take Two. I'm not gonna look at that. That's early, anyways. Actually, it would be around the same time I started today. Mythical Games. Don't know what that is. What even is this? Why do they have a whole thing? I've never heard of any of these games that they do. Okay. Indie Showcase. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow probably the only thing I do is gonna be the Capcom presentation. I want to see what they got there. That'll be it's 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, so that'll be 5:30 p.m. my time. And then on the 15th, I'll watch the Nintendo Direct and the Bandai Namco presentation. And then on... When's EA again? EA is on like the 22nd, I think. So, I'll probably do a thing there as well. But yeah, so... Oh, thanks. Thank you, Alice. I like this hat too. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there for tonight. Thank you all so... My earphones turned off because nothing's been playing in them. So they're like, okay, well, time to turn off. Sally says hi. Oh god, my Animal Crossing village. I gotta go check on that because it's been too long. But yeah, I'm gonna call that for tonight. Thank you all so much for stopping by. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you, Alice and Krim, for coming by. And see you guys tomorrow for the Capcom presentation. I'll probably start about like maybe 10 minutes early because I feel like 30 minutes early gave me too much time. And there's not a whole lot to talk about with Capcom. There is some stuff that I can fit in within like the 10 minutes beforehand. I'm 10 by 10. Alright. Thank you everyone for stopping by. I'm really excited for some of the stuff they showed off today. And yeah, thanks for chatting with me. Hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you around.